if you are curious, if you like to question how we have come to this point, what led us here, if you want to question what is human nature, a very good starting point is looking at the ancient peoples and classics. I'm Flavia Vasconcelos Amaral. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Classics at the University of Winnipeg. I love languages. I'm always helping students to think about languages not just as tools to have in their resumes, but as superpowers of communication. The strength of our department lies in the faculty. We are a diverse team with a good gender balance, with multiple skills that the students can be exposed to. The university being smaller is an advantage for us because then we can be closely connected not only as department but also with our students. And then we can tailor our teachings to the students that we encounter. We see the students as peers of our job. Students in classics can pursue two different streams: classical civilization or classical languages. In the classical civilization, they're going to be learning about Greek society, Roman society, their literature, their art, their architecture, philosophy, as well as slavery, the role of women, the role of the non-voiced people. In the classical languages, they're going to study ancient Greek and ancient Latin, language and literatures, and they will develop skills that are not just linguistic, but also text criticism. Classics can be paired with almost anything, if you want to think about it, because of this approach to language, civilization, history, archaeology, philosophy, and languages. Students pursuing a degree in classics are all equipped with the employability skills: critical thinking, writing skills, research, and linguistic knowledge. Students are also going to be trained to articulate their thinking in writing, but also in presentations, in debates, with creative writing skills. We also learn a lot about analyzing primary sources, which are the ancient texts and artifacts, and how to combine them and contrast them. So how do you deal with data? How do you analyze data? Skills that are very valued in the workforce. And once they learn about the societies, they will develop a way to understand questions of the present, such as how do we face xenophobia, racism? How do we understand democracy, the interconnections in business, different governments and different economies? These debates happen in our classes, both in classical civ and also ancient languages, because the students are going to learn to read and analyze ancient texts that talk about those matters. Amount of reading and the complexity of the text can be one of the challenges. But at the same time, we train the students to read the texts with a set of skills. We also build resilience with students by allowing them to take in these languages in depth, slowly, one thing at a time. And we also have lab sessions, we have office hours so that we can tackle individual questions. And because we have smaller classes, we are able to cater for students' needs and challenges in a better way. We offer positions in our courses for students to become teaching assistants. The students can also be hired as research assistants. So that has to do with individual research done by the professors. We have another hands-on opportunity called the Lux Project. The goal of this project is to document a collection of ancient artifacts and promote to the community that these artifacts are held here. And so they make presentations in schools, in retirement homes. They have been to Folklorama, training their skills in the public sector. Classics students can land multiple jobs. They could be business administrators because they will be dealing with a vast amount of data, writing and presentation skills. Data collection and data analysis, computer science and linguistics. If you want to be a lawyer, Greek and Latin languages or the classical civilizations will be very important. They can work in libraries and museums, they can be educators, journalists, politicians. Students can also become professors and then specializing as a historian, an archaeologist, a philologist, or an ancient philosopher. Be very aware of what skills you're learning and how can you be innovative and apply these skills in other contexts. Because learning to read in depth and be critical and write about something, these are skills that you can apply in various works. So how you sell your skills to the job market and how you apply these skills is key for your success.